Hello, everyone. It's Mindy, and I'm here to attempt, I'll say, to record this WIP and Chat. It might be a little difficult because there are 3 children running around different places. One of them is downstairs, supposedly going to take a nap. We'll see if that happens. She needs to take a nap because she's grouchy. Anyhow, the other 2 are outside, walking around the pond. Lunch has been had. There shouldn't be a whole lot of reason for them to be coming in and out of the house. We've been trying to keep them out, but we shall see. Where their grandfather is, I don't know. He's outside somewhere. He did finish mowing the lawn because he didn't get that finished the other day. But the tractor is no longer running, so he's not mowing, but he's not inside. Hopefully he's keeping an eye on things outdoors. I don't know where he's at. Anyhow, like I said, I'm going to attempt to record this with hopefully very little, if any, interruption. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Anyhow, so the plan is, this week there's nothing going on for them school-wise. Last day of school was last Friday, and they are going to start a summer program, a half-a-day summer program, but that doesn't start until next week. So we have this whole week full days, but we're not having them. We're only having them 2 days. They're going to be here for 2 days with us. And Dale could not seem to remember that we don't have them on Tuesdays if we have them. Because Tuesdays, is Taco Tuesday. That's his day to go hang out with his buddy and get tacos. And it is my day to record. But since he had already told his daughter we could watch them Tuesday and Thursday, I guess that's kind of what we got locked into for this week. Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. After that, though, it should not be. It should be Monday and Thursdays. And I don't think we'll have them until like 12:30-ish, maybe, in the afternoon. So maybe just a little 4.5 hour day, twice a week. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyhow. A lot different than last year when it was all day. And that was a long, long day. Let me tell you, a long, long, long day. So, that's kind of what's going on for the summertime, I guess. That's what it looks like. So, again, wish me luck. At first, it's never, at first it's okay. It's okay. It's not too bad. After a while, it starts to kind of get on your nerves after a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyhow, Dale's also on Animal Watch this week. Well, for 10 days. Because the farmer is gone on a little vacation. Asked Dale if he could keep an eye on the horses, cows. He's got to throw some hay at the horses, make sure they got water. I don't know what he needs to do with the cows. Nothing as far as I know, but just make sure they're still there. I don't know. Make sure they stay in their area. Don't get out of their fencing, I suppose. Dale helped him quite a bit get ready for this open house he had over the weekend. Before the open house, after the open house. Yesterday he was returning tables and chairs. He was getting salt for the softener, and then he went and he mowed at the home. I'll just call it the home. And then Dale got home and started to mow our yard, and it decided to rain, of course. So that's why he needed to finish mowing our yard today. So anyhow, that is life around here. That's life around here. Tomorrow, I don't know. I hope that I get some time to do some recording. I have a yarn video to put together, which I would like to be able to do that tomorrow. Most of my acquisitions are here, my monthly subscriptions I get, other things that I purchased that has come in, and a little bit of progress to show you things I've worked on. So I hope I get, a little bit of time tomorrow. Maybe he'll go get tacos at the bar with his other friend. They do that sometimes. Maybe he can go get tacos with him. That sounds like a good idea to me. But anyhow, big plans for the weekend. It is Father's Day this weekend, and we're planning a Father's Day / birthdays kind of celebration because it's my birthday, it's Shannon's birthday, it's my niece's birthday, and maybe I'll just get together and celebrate, everything that's good about June. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm planning on taco, nacho, bar type situation. I think that sounds good. I got to get my daughter a birthday present. I just found out today what she would kind of like for her birthday. She's going to a concert. She is going to go see Winona. Now, she has been a Winona fan since way back, way back. We call it her first date when she was about 10. Her and my best friend's son, they went on a date to go see the Judds. Or was that the Judds or was that Dolly Parton? I thought it was the Judds. I could be wrong now that I'm thinking about it. Anyhow, like I said, she has been a fan since very young. Seen the Judds, seen Winona. So Winona is coming somewhere nearby, and apparently they have tickets. So she just wants some spending cash. What I understand that. Be able to go get some merch or whatnot. So I can help her out with that. I'm also very interested. She also had some books listed. She's been reading more, which I love that idea. Both my kids have been reading more. I don't know how much Josh has been reading lately. I know that he was, but I don't know how much he is currently. He would read at work and stuff. But anyhow, she wanted more of the, what's I'm looking for? Court of Thorns and Roses books. She only has the first one, she said. And I'm like, okay, I'm on it. I can get her the rest of the books in that series. I'm on it. Good series, right? It's not anything I would have expected her to be reading, but I guess it's not that far-fetched. She likes things like Outlander and Wicked. She actually just lent me her Wicked book. I need to read that. I was trying to finish up a series. I had an Elsie Silver series that I'd started. It's a 5-book series. I think there's 5 books in the series. Hopeless, Reckless, all those things. And I was down to the last one. So I picked that one up. I wanted to finish up that series. I'm almost done. I'm like a half to 3/4 of the way through that book. And it's a little beefy. I will just say some of these books are a little beefy. I think that one's maybe 500 pages, or if not, it's really high 400s. But I've been cruising on that one. We're starting a new book for our book club, with Brandy and I. That one is, the only way I have that one is on Kindle. So we'll start that after tonight. Tonight we'll discuss the book that we've been reading, finish that one up, and then we'll get started with our new book for next week. which is a cozy mystery. And you know me, I don't do mysteries, I don't do suspense, I don't do thrillers. Not my jam, but we're going to give this little cozy mystery a chance, okay? The main character is a cat. A cat. I think it's called something Paws. I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called now. But the detective is a cat. So we'll see how it goes. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'll get a birthday present around for her, and we'll go shop for food. I don't know, maybe Saturday. We're going to have the little get together on Sunday. So Saturday sounds like a good time to shop for the food, right? Sounds good to me. Do you like my cub? I'm making a cub. Isn't it cute? This little cub down here at the bottom. So in my live on Saturday, I went back and forth about enhancement stuff for this. Enhancements. Oh, goodness. There's, I've narrowed it down. There's a rhinestone that's charted in her hair. And then there's several other options I had that I could have added in AB. So I chose one. I chose one of the colors. And I've left them out so I don't forget. I'm doing 742, which is this orange here. And that's the number ones. So I'm doing the number ones and then the number twos. No, not the number twos. No, they're an H is the gold rhinestone. So that's what I'm doing for special stuff in her hair. All I'm doing for special stuff in her hair. When we get to her glasses, I have a couple other options we're going to bling out her glasses with. So, yeah. This is why I don't bling stuff very often anymore, because there's just too many choices, too many ideas, too many, you know what I mean? It's a lot. But I thought I would do this one because there wasn't a lot charted for this one. These days, there are so many different special drills charted for our paintings usually. I don't really feel the need to add anything else. But this one, for example, has 3 ABs and that one crystal. So I thought, okay, well, this one has some room to add some things to it. I don't want to go crazy, but add a few things. But making up my mind, making decisions has been like, oh, difficult, just difficult. Too many choices. Like I said, just too many choices. So that's what I've come down to. And I'm sticking to it. I'm not changing my mind now. Not changing my mind. This is what we're doing, folks. This is what we're doing. What else do I have to talk to you about? Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about last week's craft show. I talked about it in my live on Saturday. So if you were in my live on Saturday, you already heard some of this. Bear with me. Not everybody is in the live or watches the live, so this is for them. Okay. All right. I think that was all of the M's. I'm on to N or P, whichever one I find first, the N or the P. This show is hosted by 2 ladies that work together, and they have several shows they've put together. Different times of the year, different places. Some are the same every year. You know, they go back to the same thing every year. Okay, N or P? No, 9 or P, not N. 9 or P? 9, well, P. P came up first. P, P, P. And I've done now, this is the 3rd show of theirs, and decided I'm not going to do another show with this group. All right. They're just, I don't know if it's their marketing. I don't know. I thought this would be a good show. It was advertised as art in the park. I felt that there was going to be other things going on in the park, and it didn't go well. There were some people there. I mean, I won't say that it was completely dead. There was some traffic, but there wasn't a lot of traffic. You know what I mean? It just wasn't very busy. Other people even kind of said the same thing. They thought it was going to be a little more, more something, and it just wasn't. I sold one thing, and that certainly did not make my fee even. So I came out of that show in the negative, but I've listened to some other creators that do markets, and I've listened to them talk, and I've learned some things, some good advice from some of them. They're like, you can't fret about how prepared you are, feeling like you don't have enough stuff or you don't have enough display or whatever it is. You can't fret about it. You have done your best. You have planned. You have made stuff. You've done everything you can do. Now just go and enjoy the show. Also, each show is an opportunity to learn. And I learned at this one. It took me 3 shows to learn it, but I learned at this one that I probably do not want to ever do a show with this group again. They're super nice people. There's nothing against them. They work hard. They're organized, but they just don't get traffic to their shows like you need at a show. So you learn as you go, and you try different things. Am I giving up? No, I'm not giving up. I'm not to that point to give up on trying to sell things, to try to do these shows, but I'm just trying to learn, trying different things, seeing what shows work, try different shows, until I find some that are good. And then when you find some that are good, that your product does well at, you found your market, then I can go back, If it didn't work, then don't go back, Find what works for you. So that's where I'm at. I'm still just trying to find my little spot in the world, my little niche, my little corner where things click. And I'm certain that I will. I've done a few shows that were pretty good and a few that weren't very good. You know what I'm saying? So it's trial and error. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. And if nothing else, enjoy the time that I spend with my husband because he's very good about going with me, loading up stuff, setting up things. He stays there the whole time with me. He doesn't leave, He went and he got lunch for us. He just, And then because this show was in the town where he lived for many years when he was married, had his family, this is the town he lived in. He met several people that he knew walking through the craft show. So it was kind of fun for him. He got to see some people he hadn't seen in years and chit chat with them. And, just that was kind of fun for him. So it's time that we spend together, something we do together. And we're not doing it all the time. Maybe once a month at this point. Maybe one show a month. Not even that, but how many have I done this year? I think this was the 3rd one. We're in June, and I think this was my 3rd. So, that's all right. That's a good little number, I'd say. Right now, I need the 9. Now I'm ready for 9. Okay. I also had the opportunity to talk with a lady that came by. She just came by. She had her daughter with her, and they were just chit-chatting and talking, and she was like so many people come through, and they look at stuff, and they pick it up, and they talk about it, and they tell you how beautiful it is, all of that stuff. They don't buy anything, but they love your work, they love your product. They didn't buy. Okay? But she was doing the same thing. She just came by and she was chit-chatting and she was talking and she was looking at stuff, and then she said, "You should try such and such a show." And I was like, "Yeah, where is that? When is that? Tell me more." She said, "Your stuff would do really well there." I was like, "Okay, tell me more about it." So she did. It's not until next April. So it's like, almost a year away. But she talked about it. She's been organizing it for 10 years. It's a big show. This show is put on by the community, like the Chamber of Business, things like that. And I'm finding that those shows are the ones that really do well. They're supported by the local business associations. Those do well because I think it's all about promotion and advertising them. So she gave me some other ideas as well, some other things I could try, some other shows that might be around to try. Um, and I took down all that information. So, see, that's another thing. If you don't come away with a bunch of sales, you might come away with some knowledge that might help you in the future. So, I have some other things I might try. There is like a farmer's market in town. I might try to go there once in a while. You know, again, you take each opportunity for what it is, make the most of it, network, learn, enjoy, have a good time. That's all I can say. So, anyhow, oh, the item I sold was one of the very first diamond paintings I purchased when I made my first order through Amazon. Yep, I did this little Minnie and Mickey. It's a super cute little painting. It was small. It actually turned out pretty good for the size of it. It wasn't too pixelated or anything. But I took that thing and I bought a canvas, a stretched canvas. I painted the canvas pink. What else did I do to it? I don't even have a picture of it to show you. I put like some little purple dots and stuff in the pink paint. I don't know what else I did. Glued the painting on there. Just glued it on. And then I embellished it. I know what I did. In the pink paint, I sprinkled this big chunky purple glitter. That's what it was. So it stuck in the paint. So I painted it purple and then sprinkled this big round chunky purple glitter. So it's all purple and pink. But I also then, after I put the painting on there, I added things like some little stickers, some little silk flowers, some hearts. I embellished it. The little girl that wanted it was so cute. She's like, "Mom, that would look so good on my wall." And her mom was like, "You would like that on your wall? That would be pretty on your wall." And she's like, "Yeah, I like that on my wall." Next thing you know, they're buying the painting. Of course, Mom looks over to Dad and he reaches in his wallet and, he's the one forking up the money, but it was pretty cute. It was really pretty cute. So the little girl got the painting and she's just happy as can be. And it's one of my very, very first paintings I ever did. Probably within the first 10 that I ever worked on. So it's always fun to sell something like that. You know what I mean? to sell something that you've just had around forever and ever, and you never thought you were gonna, find a home for it, and then all of a sudden you find a home for it. It's like at the one show I did at the school. Last minute sale was that apron with an owl diamond painted on the front of it. We were packing up, and some lady came by and she was like, "Is it too late? Or can I buy this?" And I'm like, "Oh, you can buy it." And that I've had forever and ever. So it's kind of fun when the things that you've had in your stash, in your stock forever and ever sell. You know what I mean? It's kind of fun. Anyhow, that's it for the craft show. So I did fill out an application for a show for 4th of July. 4th of July. And I'm like, that's gotta be good. I mean, in my mind, that's gotta be good. The whole town is gonna be celebrating, and they're gonna be doing all kinds of things in the town. This is put on by their like Chamber of Commerce or, something like that. And then it's going to be right before the fireworks. So yeah, taking my chance on that one. Going to give it a go. Dale and I do nothing on the 4th of July. So why not? Why not go and see if we can sell some stuff, Let's go sell some stuff. People like the stuff. I feel like I need like a survey. Like, you liked it, you picked it up, you looked at it, you squished it, you whatever, where was the breakdown between liking it and purchasing it? I feel I need some more information. I don't think it's prices. I really don't, because my prices aren't that high. And honestly, I can't see. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of black right there. I just had the black out. I can't see lowering my prices. I can't see doing that. I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of people on YouTube. I kind of get a feel for some of their pricing and stuff. And I'm in the ballpark with everybody. But anyhow, we'll see. Enough chit chat about the craft shows, right? That is what it is. And you just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. What else? Anything else exciting happening? Can't think of anything else we did. Oh, I've been on a hunt for yarn for our next project. We're gonna do a little cardigan, like a little summer cardigan. Where's my 49? Where is 49? Where are you? That is what I'm looking for, right? 45, 46, 47, 48. Did it fall down? There it is. It's squished in there. There's 49. Okay. It is hard. It is hard to find a lighter weight yarn for summer. I don't want acrylic. So I want like maybe a bamboo, maybe a really light cotton. I was struggling. I don't have like sweater quantities of yarn, and I didn't have time to like order something somewhere, and I don't even know what the yarn would be like when it came. There's no Joann's. I mean, that kind of hurt a little bit. Anyhow, the other day I headed out. Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I've got to find a yarn that will work for this project, for this little sweater. I want it to be lighter weight, flowy. You know what I mean? I bought something. I bought something at Hobby Lobby, and it will work. It's not exactly what I had in my mind, not the colors I was thinking I wanted, but at this point, I think it's just going to have to do. And I guess I'm going to have to go on a hunt somewhere for different yarns. You know, I have a lot of cotton yarn, but it's not cotton yarn that I would want to make this little top out of. It's a cardigan. It's not like a top. It's a cardigan. But I just don't think the cotton yarns I have are going to fit the bill. So I really need to do some research and find some yarns that I think will work for that application. As much yarn as I have, you would think I would have something, but I don't. I'm thinking I need to broaden my horizons and go to places like We Crochet, Hobby. I bought some stuff from Hobby, but not stuff like I'm talking about, not in that kind of realm, anyhow. So I don't know, time to do a little more investigating, a little more research into some different yarns, especially light, flowy, summery type of yarns. That's what I need to do some research. I'm surprised that the kids didn't just come in barging in here because they're out there, they're on the porch, they're running around out there, the boys, anyhow. I do believe that someone did go downstairs and go to sleep because I don't hear her. I have not heard her since she went downstairs. And I don't know why she went downstairs. It's cold down there. But I think she grabbed all the blankets and I don't know. If you need a nap, you need a nap. You know what I'm saying? I needed a nap the other day. Oh my gosh, in the worst way. I had one goal in mind. That was to get a video edited and uploaded. And it was the day when Dale was out doing stuff for the farmer. And I thought I was going to get up and go like weed a flower bed or something. I could not hardly keep my eyes open just trying to get that video ready. I was just fighting it. Finally, the video edited and uploaded, and I grabbed my blanket and I went to the couch and I laid down and I was asleep for a good hour. I mean, that's unusual for me to go to sleep for an hour, but I did. I went to sleep. I think my main problem is, let's just take last night for an example. I went to bed about 11, read for a little bit. I was asleep by 11:30. I'm awake at 1. Why? The dogs. The dogs wanted to go out at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm awake at 1 o'clock in the morning. I put the dogs out. I was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why? To go to the bathroom. I'm awake at 3. Then, the next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock and I'm awake. And I don't know why. I'm just awake at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then the kids were going to get here by 7:30. So about 6:30, I'm awake again. Now, this is not unusual. This is not unusual. This happens to me often. And I don't know why. Why do I keep waking up? Why am I not getting like good, solid sleep? I really think that was why I was so exhausted the other day. I just didn't get a good, solid sleeping time in. And I don't lately. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. I mean, I get being up at 1 o'clock in the morning with the dogs to go to the bathroom. Okay, fine. They get up, go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. But once everybody goes back to bed, why can't I sleep till 7? You know? Why can't I sleep for a good 5 or 6 hours? What is this 2-hour crap? I don't understand. I just don't understand. So, I think it's just wearing me out. It's wearing me out. Oh, and then the other day at the craft show, oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, it's warm. It wasn't like hot. It was warm. There was a nice breeze blowing though. But There was also cottonwood flying everywhere from the cottonwood trees. Imagine a million dandelions cut loose, right? That's what it's like. And I was like, oh dear Lord. It gave me, sorry, I'm going way up here to put this drill up there because I had an extra purple in my tray. Get off. Stay right there. Thank you. It gave me a headache. My sinuses were going crazy. I was like, man, it was crazy, the allergy stuff from the cottonwood. But maybe that's part of it too. Maybe it's just the allergy stuff. We don't have a lot of cottonwood around here, but we do have, lots of other things, lots of other plant life and stuff. I don't know. I just want a good night's sleep. If I could sleep for 5 hours straight, I don't think I'd know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do about it. I don't want to take like sleep aids or, anything like that. But, and that's the nice thing, I guess, is that if I'm tired during the day because I didn't sleep very well during the night, I'm retired. I can always take a nap. I can always take a nap. And maybe I'll start doing that more often. Just, sorry, honey. I know we got things to do outside, but I need a nap. He does it. He usually does it like early evening time after he's been out doing things. And then he'll just come in and next thing I know, he's napping. Okay, well, maybe I need to nap too. Maybe I'm going to become a lady who naps. Oh, well, we'll see. All right, I need to keep working on this thing. This is I think there's 5 papers go across. Yep, 5 release papers across. So I'm on my 7th. Okay, I mean, I'm doing okay. I am doing okay as far as progress so far. I can't let up, though. I cannot let up. I got to work on this every night. Steady Eddie. The steady turtle will win the race. Slow and steady will win the race. So I'm going to keep going and hopefully finish this thing by the end of the month. That is my goal. That's my goal. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. All right. I don't think I have much more to say. Post your pictures. Post your pictures. It's all in the first week still. I did not start a new post for week 2. It's all 1 and 2 is all together. Gave you 2 weeks to get started. Post pictures. On Saturday, Brandy and Kara will come on my live, and Kara has a painting to give away. So it'll be Kara's night to give away her Craftably painting. And we'll let them go on their merry way, and you guys can hang out with me and we'll chit-chat longer. So I will turn off the comments before I go to bed on Friday night. Brandy is doing a spreadsheet for us, which is awfully nice of her. So I will turn off the comments on Friday night so she has time to work on the spreadsheet. And I'll put up a new post on Saturday, probably Saturday morning, put up a new post. And then for week 2, post your progress. Week 2 will be progress photos. And week 3 will be progress photos. Okay? Pretty simple. Love to see what you guys are working on. I see some oldies but goodies coming out. I love it. I just love it. I think there's 3 people working on this one now, which is kind of cool. So, and it's going to be gorgeous. It's absolutely just going to be gorgeous. That's all I have to say about it. It's going to be so pretty. Everything is turning out so nice. It's charted beautifully. It's just looking really good. Looking really, really good. Well, you guys, guess what? We made it. We made it through my recording without an interruption. What do you know about that? We made it. All right. See you for Book Live. Well, it'll be too late for you to hear about Book Live by the time you hear this, or Friday Crochet Live or Saturday Live. There's lots of opportunities to come hang out with me and friends and just hang out and chit chat. So there you have it, folks. Hope you have a great day. I'm going to go outside and see what everybody's up to. Oh, I need to see where Mr. Sunny is at. Mr. Sunny has decided he has a new job, and his new job is mouse catcher extraordinaire. Over the last couple of days, just the last couple of days, he has brought 3 mice. 3. One, he just come trucking right up the yard like, hi. He's looking at me and Dale are on the deck. He's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, what do you have? Yeah, he's just bringing it right on up. Last night, he had one out in the yard. I was trying to get the boys to come in because it was getting dark. And he's out in the yard. And he's got this mouse. And I had to kind of make him, you got to drop the mouse. you got to drop the mouse. You got to come in. And I got him to come in. And then today, he brings one up on the deck. Brings it right up on the deck. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is my sticky drills that I had to take off the mug. I'm trying to use the sticky drills. I told you I was going to need them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even worried about keeping them. But I knew I was going to need them. These are so stuck together. I could try to wash them or something, but I don't know. We're just going to try to use them. Try to separate them, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so today he brings one right up on the deck. Here's the kids, and they're like, Sonny brought a mouse up here. Not only did Sonny bring a mouse up to the deck, but there were parts of the mouse not there. I mean, the first 2 mice were just, they look like sleeping mice. Not this one. Not this one. So, yeah, that's Sonny's latest stunt. His latest trick. Mouse catching. Yeah. So, who knows where he's at right now? And who knows when the next mouse will appear, but my guess is it won't be long. He'll be back up here, or he'll be in the yard with the mouse. The first time, he was like playing with this mouse. It was like, flipping it around up in the air and flipping it and dropping it and chasing it. The second one was like, no, that one just kind of stayed in the yard. And the third one, ooh. So anyhow, Dale's wanted a mouse catcher. I guess he's got one. He's got him a little mouse catcher. Alrighty, that's it, folks. I'm going to play with the sticky drills for a while and see if I can get these separated and on this painting. If they stick together, like those 2 are stuck together, I can pick up like 2 at a time sometimes, and get them to lay down next to each other. Anyhow, we'll single place these for a while and try to use up the sticky ickies. The sticky icky. Oh, I like that one. That one just dropped right off and fell right there. Perfect. All right. It was great talking to you guys. Oh, just in time. Here they come. All right. I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.